Hey Gemini, welcome to Queen Airbender Tarot. Today we are going to do your second week of March general love reading. Now keep in mind it's a general reading, which means it cannot possibly apply to every single person that is watching. But if you would like a personal reading, all of the information will be left in the description box below. In case you are new to the channel, welcome, come on in. And in case you're returning, thank you for joining me again today, and I hope that you guys are doing well. So for my fellow Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus individuals, when I was meditating over our energy, the song that I got was Easy by Kanye West featuring The Game. Now Kanye happens to be a fellow Geminian, and The Game happens to be a Sagittarius. So this could be your feelings in this situation, or this could be you specifically that this reading is talking about. Or also you could be dealing with someone who's a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placement. Also Sagittarius season may resonate in the situation also. And because it hasn't come at this time frame right now, this would be of last year or the year before last. I'm getting the year before last also. So 2004, 2003. Sagittarius season is November, December time frame. So that may resonate for some, not all of course, but put the messages where they apply. Now, with the song Easy, there's no hope, there's no real hook to the song. But just over and over again in the song, you hear ad-libs where he says, my life was never easy. And then everything he says never easy. They just keep saying it wasn't easy. And the message that I heard is that a lot of y'all are going to realize somebody has had a very hard, very difficult life. Again, because Kanye West is a Gemini, this could be you. Okay? You may have grown up and had a very tumultuous life. You may have had something very difficult, and you are a fighter. You've had to be a warrior your whole life. And somehow, because of what you've been through and things being difficult in your life, it affects your romantic relationships. Again, this does not have to be you. Regardless of the zodiac signs here, somebody, I'm telling you, a lot of you all are going to realize why someone behaves the way that they do. You're going to realize, like, this person had it pretty hard, because I feel like for a lot of people, individuals think this person is playing like this victim role, like they have a victim mentality. I don't feel like this person has a victim mentality at all. I feel like this person has been victimized quite a bit. I feel like just something has happened that was very traumatic to this person. I know it's traumatic because you guys know when I look at the back and the bottom of the cards, you know, those give us additional messages. You have nothing but major arcana. And in both, the bottom of both decks, you have a Fool card. Now, you may feel like this person does things foolishly and they just jump into situations. It's because this person is so used to constantly having to move at last minute's notice and things like that. Maybe someone's parents were never stable, or something in a relationship that it was just never stable. They always had to move. They were being evicted a lot. They were losing jobs or something like that. Or people treat them foolishly because they feel like they're naive. You know how people say someone will take your kindness for weakness. Someone may have treated them foolishly because they feel like they're naive, when really this person just has a big heart and people use them because of it. You know what I mean? So I'm getting a message with that. The Fool is associated with Aries, Aquarius, but I always get Pisces and Aries also. I know it's Aquarius. Don't get the fussing at me in the comments. I'm just telling you what I pick up with that. Because with Pisces, they always say Pisces, one of the strong traits for Pisceans is that they see the world through rose-colored glasses. Not saying that they are foolish, but it's like they want to see the best in every situation. And the Fool can be like that. And then Aries, because Aries, they are just quick to jump into a situation. If they want it, they're going for it. And some people could feel like they're foolhardy for it. So that's why I always associate those signs with the Fool. But yeah, so you could be dealing with an Aries or a Pisces also. We are currently in Pisces season, so you may feel like this person just keeps making foolish judgment calls. I don't think that they're making foolish judgment calls. What I get is that this person's just fearless. Like, I've been through so much in life. I don't fear anything. I'm just going to go for it. Really. To get two Fool cards, yeah. This is someone who's just like, I'm not going to let life pass me by. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to experience every facet of life. Back of the deck, you have Major Arcana, the Justice card, Libra, as well as Major Arcana, the Devil. Now, it's interesting because if you just look at this one here, this combination is like, this person isn't doing anything foolishly. They want to do what's right. Or when they make decisions about things, they feel like they're doing what's right. Okay? And with this other one, I feel like this person just jumps into things very quickly because they've been through some toxic shit in their life. So it's like, I've been through more than enough, so what do I fear? Why would I fear just whatever? I just need to go and do whatever. So I feel like, you know, I'm going to say again, like I picked up earlier, for a lot of y'all, this person has always been preyed on because the devil preys on people. And he binds them to unhealthy contracts and negative contracts. They're bound here. So I feel like a lot of you are dealing with someone who they've been through some shit. Also, you could be dealing with someone who is battling some inner demons during this time. Okay? Possibly because, again, they've been very vulnerable, or people have treated them in such a way that they, you know, they're possibly having a wake-up call right now, and they're realizing, okay, I'm not a fool, and people keep trying to play me as such, but now they're realizing, because the fool is also having a realization. You see how he's looking up to the sky? There's a realization happening here. Also, for some of you all, you're having a realization like, this person they're not crazy, or they're not what I thought they were. I feel like somebody's also going to share with you something that they've been through. Somebody went through something real bad as a child, man. And I hate to say this, but I'm going to have to say it because what I'm getting here, because see, this is deep. This is, I feel again, like somebody feels as though someone has a victim mentality, but they actually were victimized. For somebody as a child, they were like restrained, and you know, they were in situations where they were locked in their room for days and things like that. And I'm going to share this real short story, real short, because to this day, I'm 40. I will be 41 in May. It still haunts me. I had a friend when I was in elementary school, and she lived directly across the street, so my mom would let me go over there. And one day we went in her room. Her mother wasn't home. Her stepfather wasn't home. And we were just in her room. She snuck us in the house because she could never do anything. That stepfather was a tyrant. He was evil. He was this, every bit of this. And she was never allowed to have friends. She was a plus size girl. She was really overweight for her age. And I'm not shaming. I'm just saying, like, it was just one of those things. And we learned that she was eating her emotions because she was living with fucking this, okay? And we went in her room one day, and we're just in there talking or whatever. And I'm like, what is that smell? It just smelled really weird in the room. And I'm like, what is that smell? I remember this so vividly. And this had to be like 5th or 6th grade. Seriously, because we were in elementary school. And I'm like, what is that smell? And you know, I've always been a brazen, very blunt person. I'm walking around like, girl, what the fuck is this smell in this room? And there was a bucket, like a mop bucket of urine in her room. True story. And we're like, what? Girl, you trifling. Why is this and why is that? And she just bust out crying. And we're like, what is going on? And she told us that her stepfather wouldn't even let her out of her room to go to the bathroom. He gave her a mop bucket. And she can only urinate in there because she was so fat, and he was disgusted with her, and he couldn't even stand to see her face. Her mother allowed it. Stayed married to that man, knew what that man was doing to her child, and allowed it. And it brought me such shame just thinking back about it, because I was like, in that moment, I was like, girl, you trifling. Why are you using it in the bucket in your room? And then when we found out what happened, it was like, oh, wow. So this is what I'm saying to you. Like, in that moment, I seen her as like, okay, why would you do that? You trifling. But really, she was being victimized. So for some of y'all, somebody is having a, you know, their lifestyle is based off of some shit that happened to them. They were groomed into the personality that they have now. Is what I'm getting. I'm not saying like there should be excuses, because I even feel with this person, whoever you're dealing with, or if this is you, most people don't know this about you. They don't know the history. They don't know why you are the way that you are. You don't know why they are the way that they are, because there's a strong love. You're connected to somebody. There's a contract here. You're connected to somebody, but it's like you don't know everything about this person. You don't know why this person behaves the way that they behave. Is what I'm getting here. So let's go through the deck until we get your major arcana, which happens to be the Lovers. We'll get the card that comes before and the card that comes after, and we'll get clarifiers for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individuals. Also, I will share about this story. If that was triggering to you, I'm so sorry. But I just had to share that because that was on my spirit. Like, you never know what people have been through. So give people grace. Let's just put it there. Because somebody's going through a glow up. And I also feel like you're going to have knowledge about this, because the Hierophant is a very knowledgeable person. This person has been on a spiritual journey. This person has been through some things, because the gray hair denotes an energy of wisdom and age. Like, they've been through some cycles. They've been through a thing of few. I think of two, a thing of few. Could be dealing with a Taurus, 3 of Cups. This person may drink a lot. They may drink away or try to drink away their emotions and feelings. This person may be out and about partying too much, or they used to, because this is behind it. Anything behind is the past. I feel like also the main message is we're in Pisces season, right? In March, you got 3 is March. You're going to get knowledge about it. Like, this person's going to spill the tea. You see how it's pouring into those cups. They're going to spill the tea about what's going on with them, or what happened to them, Or you can have, because these could be friends coming together, having a good time. There could be someone that is mutual friends with you and this person is going to tell you, like, you didn't know that this, and this happens to this person. Something, you guys are going to find something out deep. It's going to be deep. Yep. So information going to come in. Pages are messengers. You got the Page of Wands. Could be a fire sign telling you something. Leo, Sag, Aries. You're going to find something out. I'm telling you. Yeah, they've been withholding it, because the Four of Pentacles for me is someone who's, you see the greed in his eyes, like holding on to that chest there. They're going to tell you. Or, you know, they've been holding on to something for so long, but you're going to find out. You're going to find out, or someone's going to find out something about you. Five of Wands, conflicts, arguments, disagreements. Some truth can be pouring out or coming out when there's like an argument or some type of disagreement. Like, you're like, why are you always trying to play the victim? And then this person just kind of rebuttals, like, I'm not the victim, but you don't know what I've been through, and blah, blah, blah. This is deep. I'm just going to say that. This is deep. So, again, we want the Lovers card. There you go. Something going to come to the light. I'm telling y'all. So, you have right in front. Yep, you're going to find it out. You have Major Arcana, the High Priestess, knowledge, wisdom, spiritual knowledge. You're going to get the information. She has a book here. Books have information and knowledge. This person can have the first, middle, or last initial of J, B, M, R, P, S, W, or H. First, middle, last initial for this person. I do feel like it's going to come out before Pisces season wraps up. I do. Because as I'm talking, I'm hearing a song again. And he started off with the hook, my life was never easy. And that's what I'm hearing. Somebody's nickname could be Easy. Somebody could look or fancy Easy-E. They could kind of look like Easy-E. Somebody's name could be Jayceon or start with a J. Like I mentioned, you do have a J right here in that bubble. You have your energy, the Lovers. And then behind it, you have the Sun. The Sun is the most positive card in the whole entire deck of tarot. But here's the thing about the Sun. The Sun is always going to shine a light on things that's unknown. It's going to shine a light. Could be done on Leo also. Doesn't have to be. Yep, my life was never easy. This person has fought many, many battles. A lot that you know nothing about because he's there alone. He or she put it where it applies. So that's what I'm saying. Somebody definitely has a 5 in their birth dates because you had the 5 of Wands here, 5 of Cups. So the 5th, the 15th, 25th. Someone could be a life path number 5. You may have known this person for 5 years. Somebody's birthday can also be in May. You could be a May Gemini. Or this person could be a May Taurus because we did have a Hierophant. And the Hierophant is a 5. What's up, Gemini? I literally just said that. And you see, I changed this from top to bottom before we got started. You got the Hierophant. Room number V, 5. This person has blocked off access. You didn't know a lot about this person. Those keys are crossed. Keys give you access to things. This person has never given you full access to what they have been through, but you're going to find out. You see how these people are looking at him and he's like talking and saying something. So you're going to find out some truths about something that happened with this person, or you need to share some truths that you have kept locked away. If you care about this person, if you want to see something evolve with this person, you're going to have to shine light on what's going on with you, because somebody is looking at you like you have a victim mentality. Also, you got major. This is going to be a major transformation, a major shift. For a lot of you all, that healing is going to be releasing what's happened to you, sharing what happened to you. Sometimes you need to share that burden with others. That's why certain people come into our life, if this is you. Now, if it's not you, I feel like you're going to find out about something. Look at this. Again, 5 of Wands. We just had the 5 of Wands in this deck. So I feel like they've been used and abused by many people in their life. Some of you all, I'm going to say this and it's going to be triggering, but I have to say it. Somebody has been a victim of SA. Somebody has. As a child. You know, even with my childhood friend I was telling you guys about, I don't doubt that she was. I don't doubt that she was, because the way he was obsessed with controlling her, he had so much hate for her. So it was. I feel like when people hate someone like that, it's because they desire something about it and they're fighting it. He's always gave me the creeps, and when I found out about him, I hated that man all my life. And you know, and hate is such a strong word, but I could tell you with everything in my heart, I hated that man. I don't know if he's still alive, but if he is, I hope everything that he did to her is coming back to him tenfold. I do. 9 of Swords, sleepless nights, anxieties, worries, and fears. Someone, again, by themselves. Someone deals with a lot by themselves. This has been a constant cycle. Someone possibly has insomnia because of the things they've been through in life. Often have bad dreams. You do have swords here, so this could be you. This also could be like once you find out something that happened to someone, you may be in regret. You see how his hands are in his face, like regretting, like I've really regret that I treated this person like this. Now that I know the truth about why this person was this way. You know, she's holding a book. And for some reason, I just heard in my head, Facebook, somebody may post something, because source communication and mental data posting, somebody may post something on Facebook. Like somebody may just come out and just spill their truth. We do have that Mercury retrograde energy, like approach, you know, coming up. So, and Mercury retrograde always make people step out of character and talk about things they wouldn't usually talk about. This particular Mercury retrograde, I feel like it's going to be heavy on somebody. And they're just going to spill their guts on social media, just tell everything. I just heard Facebook. There's literally a book in her hand. Somebody may post something there and shine a light on what they've been through. And I feel like it's going to be one of those posts where this person's like, you know, for the longest I've been holding this to myself, but I must tell my truth. You know, people tend to do that a lot on social media. Oh, yep. Flew out. I didn't even get to say I didn't even get to say anything. So you have the Knight of Swords. This is someone jumping very quickly to say what it is that's been on their heart for the longest. They're just jumping to it. Also, the Knight of Swords, nice either going into battle, coming out of battle, going on some type of journey or adventure. It's like this person is like, in order for me to be free, I have to speak up. And also, you may, like I said, there could be an argument that leads to finding out some truths. Because this person may say something in their defense, and it's like very cutting. That sword is up, like cutting, shocking, direct, blunt, argumentative. Because look at his face. And that mouth is open, so he's talking shit. So somebody's going to be saying something very smart. Or you are. But it's going to shine a light on why they are the way that they are. There's deep-rooted trauma here. And for the longest, they didn't feel strong enough to share that. Because the opposite of strength, because strength in reverse is weakness. Again, could be definitely dealing with Leo. You got Leo twice here, major arcana. Something could have happened in Leo season also, July, August time frame of last year. So 2024 or 2023. I'm going to say this also. In 2024, 2023, again, somebody could have been SA'd by a love interest, and they're gonna put this person on blast. They're gonna shine a light on what somebody did to them. I'm telling you, something happened that was very traumatic, very traumatizing here, very traumatizing. Universal energies of light, love. Some of you asses is gonna be you. That's going to expose somebody. Universal energies of light, love, and divine protection. Eight of Cups, it has to do with the past. Anytime somebody's back is facing us, that's talking about the past. Eight of Cups, walking away from things that are no longer emotionally fulfilling, because Cups is the emotions and feelings. I definitely feel like somebody's going to shine a light on something that happened last year also. 2024 was a 8 year. You got 5 cups here, 3 cups there. 5 plus 3 is 8. Also going to be dealing with an August Leo. And if you notice in front of him, there's mountains on the side here, and in front there's mountains here. Mountains talk about challenges and hurdles that you have to get over. And it's like the fact that he's going towards it and the mountain isn't behind him. It's like this person just keeps facing uphill battles, or they feel like they have, or they're going to continue to do so. But I feel like they need to share what they've been through, because somebody feels as though their power has continuously been taken from them. And if you have been SA'd, yes, someone has taken your power, or it feels, I won't say it feels, because I don't want to minimize anybody's pain, anybody's reality, anybody's, you know, experiences. So I don't want to say you feel. If someone has been SA'd, yes, abso-fucking-lutely, someone has taken something that they didn't have any right to take. We have kings and queens in reverse. They have been stripped of their power, stripped of their throne, made to feel small and powerless. Okay. Also, something involving a mother figure is very, very much influences the situation here. Like I said with the situation with my friend, see, whenever I share stuff, it's not just because I feel like talking. It's because Spirit is telling me to share a story with you because it resonates somehow. As I said with that friend, yes, the stepfather was doing the heinous and horrible things, but that goddamn mama allowed it, because ain't no way in hell you didn't know that something like that was happening to your child. If I, as a child, was like, what is that smell? How, as you as a parent, didn't know? Mind you, that bucket was full, so full that it had that pungent smell. So there's no way as a parent you did not fucking know what was going on with your child. See, I'm getting pissed off all over again. You know what I'm saying? So there was a mother figure that didn't protect somebody. There was a mother figure that was in on some bullshit. There was a mother figure who possibly just did this person dirty. And if you are a female and you deal with males, this male may have a complex when it comes to women because of some shit they went through with their goddamn mama, or they baby mama. Something happened here. If you are a woman, it could be like someone has violated you in a way to where you feel powerless, and then people are trying to make it like you're playing a victim, but they don't know what you've been through. Something's happening here, and I don't want to get too much into it because this already a heavy reading, but here's the thing about life. Life ain't perfect. We have shit like this happens every single day. And somebody, the light is being shined on this situation. And I send love to every single person who has endured that. If you have a friend, like someone that I grew up with that endured that and you know something about it, I send you love too, because that's traumatizing. I was traumatized by that. And that's why I'm so very strict about who my children are around. My children ain't never met no man other than their father, because I don't put my children in situations like that. And that may be a message for somebody also, like, be defensive and protective. The night protects the kingdom. Be protective about your children and the ones that you love. Be mindful about that. Okay? So, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus individuals, as always, I'm going to ask that you continue to like, share, subscribe, click that all button. And until next time, take care and be well. Bye.